Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. To the Clippers in Los Angeles.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. They've got Jackson. Harris is out there with Batum. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Hill in at the point. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. That one on Hill. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait.
Now here is Hill. Inside, Zeller. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy, finding the open man.
For Montreal, they come into this one following a loss to Miami. Pass to Batum. Zeller trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. Here's Harris. It's good.
Well, Joe Harris, known as a shooter, but make no mistake, this guy will mix it up on the glass. Great offensive rebound right there.
Dinwiddie, left side. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And so Hill bring it up for Louisville. The pass to Batum. It's back to Hill. High post Zeller. Lopez is there. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Shot clock at 5. Harris misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And it's good, 2 points.
I'll tell you, George Hill doesn't get nervous just because he's outsized. I love his aggressiveness in the paint.
Outside, Green trying to get open is Lopez. And Danny Green hits from deep. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here is Hill. Here's Zeller. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Montreal. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Montreal.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Hill passes to Jackson.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here's Poole. Banked in off the glass. Poole's got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Liberty.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And Louisville making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Zeller. Johnson comes in for Nicholas Batum. Ennis, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Jackson.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
That's just a case where he gets the space he needs and uses it to his advantage to make the jumper.
Here's Hill. After the basket by Montreal. From outside the arc, Brissett grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Jackson. Brissett passes to Brooks. Here's Rondo. Drains the three-pointer.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Now here's Ennis. Brooks covering. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Brissett. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Here's Ennis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Montreal leading by 9. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for Montreal, they've got Brook Lopez. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jackson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Brissett in at the 4. Here's Johnson after Rajon Rondo's bucket. And it's blocked. Out of bounds as Louisville keeps possession. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's Ennis, following the score by Dennis Smith. And it's sent back by Lopez. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Montreal. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And I think for Montreal, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last two winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those two guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
So for Montreal, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Brooks. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Frank Jackson. A big group substitution here for Louisville. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Batum comes in for Johnson. Harris is checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Jackson in for Ennis.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Smith, again, Montreal scores.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Louisville. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Montreal leading by 11. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the middle, here's Ariza. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And the rejection by Smith. One-on-one here. Green kicks to Ilyasova. That's a 2 from Smith. Out of bounds, the Liberty now with possession. So a moment now to see the story for him. Louisville trails by 11. Jackson is doubled. Ariza outside. Shoots the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
We know this. Trevor Ariza in catch and shoot, effective and reliable.
The kick out to Ilyasova. Three-pointer hits the three-point bomb. Ilyasova's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here's Ariza. D right on him. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Montreal. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Zeller nails both of them. Montreal leading by 9. Here's Poole. Off target from 3-point range. Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. Bullock kicks to Johnson. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Montreal ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk, well, for Montreal. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, it's tonight.
And that should...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
So for the Liberty right now, Joe Harris is out there with Batum. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Hill. And it's Zeller in at center. For Montreal, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Both shots good from the stripe.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And so Hill will bring it up for the Liberty. 11-point game. It's rebounded by Montreal. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Harris outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Montreal leading by 14. Here's Ilyasova for the 3. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Ilyasova. Lopez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Jackson. Knocks it loose. Dinwiddie outside. Passes to Poole. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Louisville takes it the other way. Here's Hill. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Timeout called, Louisville.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
So for Montreal, Brissett's checked in, and it's Dylan Brooks in for Green. Then for the Liberty, Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Johnson comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's James Ennison for Josh Jackson.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Jackson from long range. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Louisville trails by 18. Feeds it to Ennis. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Louisville passing it around. The three-pointer no good. Ennis has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Jackson passes to Brissett. The tray. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 15 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
On the wing, Johnson fires from deep. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Shot by Ennis, nobody around, and again it's Louisville from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And Louisville making a change here. Bullock's checked in. Out of bounds, the Liberty now with possession. Louisville trails by 15. Brooks on the double team. Hill finds Hernan Gomez. Hill against Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Montreal. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. There's Jackson with the 3. Hill pulls it in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
Well, outstanding anticipation. George Hill, fantastic knowing when to rise for the pull-up jumper.
From downtown, Brissett's shot is good. Brissett's got his second basket of the night.
out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Hill against Dinwiddie. Hill dishes to Johnson. Hernan Gomez. Great positioning on the putback.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Now Hill lets the 3 fly. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much.
And so it's Montreal holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Green, Ilyasova out there with Brooks. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Poole in at the 2-guard spot. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And here's Bullock. And the pass to Zeller. Left side, Batum. Clock at 6. Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. Montreal leading by 9. Here's Poole. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Zeller kicks to Bullock. Outside Jackson. Got a piece of it and stolen by Ilyasova. Brooks from outside bangs home the trifecta. And Montreal leads by 14.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Timeout called, Louisville. And Montreal making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Then for the Liberty, Harris is checked in for Ariza. And George Hill's subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Liberty coach going over the plan during the break. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Thank you, David. Batum finds Harris. Elbow shot. Louisville getting another chance here. The kick out to Hill. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Louisville. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. A nice shot by Harris.
Catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
Montreal leading by 13. Here's Poole trying to get open as Lopez. And Poole gets it to go.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Harris outside. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 7th assist in the game.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Montreal calls timeout. They're leading by 12. 1:16 left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Without his heroics here tonight, this could have been a second straight loss for them. But he was sensational, and instead of a losing streak, he may have them headed in the opposite direction now. Hill. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Sinks that one from the post.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Harris. Here's Zeller. He feeds it to Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
When Joe Harris is looking to score the basketball, defenses can overcommit. They do there and commit the foul.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
Well, you can be a second-round selection and still make it in the NBA. Joe Harris, because of his commitment to work, has carved out a nice career for himself. This guy is a lights-out three-point shooter.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Horton Tucker. The three. That's a two from Smith. Gets the bucket.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. showing you, yeah, the catch and shoot, I've got that too.
So we see Montreal get the win here. Even early on in this one.